If you are trying to manifest more wealth, more abundance, you are doing everything. You are doing the scripting, you are doing the affirmations, you are doing the journaling, watching all the YouTube videos on how to generate more abundance, and yet you are still feeling stuck. This is video for you. Most of the people think that abundance or wealth is something they get, like some sort of reward. But the truth is that abundance and wealth is state of being. It's state of consciousness. And it is actually frequency that you tune into. Wealth and abundance is within you and all around you. And when you actually understand that you can tune into this frequency right now in this moment, and if you learn how to stay in this frequency, and then as a result of that, take all the required action in alignment with this frequency, you will be able to call in more wealth and abundance very, very quickly. Here's what most people do. They are subconsciously repelling abundance and wealth, even though they're actually doing and practicing the manifestation techniques. Why? Because if you are still in the place of wanting abundance, needing abundance, you are in the place of lack. There is no match, the frequency match between what you want and where you are. The only way to actually manifest more money, more wealth, more abundance is to match with that frequency in this moment now. And so every time you're coming from the place of wanting more money, luxury, abundance, you are actually affirming lack. Whenever you're coming from the need of money and luxury and abundance, you are affirming lack. So we need to actually bridge that frequency, if you will, and we need you to align with that frequency of already having it. That's the fastest way. It's about allowing wealth and abundance to enter into your life, literally, physically in your 3D reality. I want you to pay attention to decisions. What kind of decisions are you making? For example, when you're investing into something, when you're buying something, are you deciding to invest because of your fear or because of alignment with the new version of you that is already abundant? Because you have a choice in that moment. Am I going to behave like my old self who was living in that illusion of lack? Or I'm going to be behaving like my new self, my new abundant self, and therefore I'm going to be taking action from the place of abundance. So it's very simple. Watch out, how are you behaving? Or you see something that you want to buy and you want to invest in, but then you suddenly feel the fear, and because of the fear you just stop yourself. And you stop yourself because you still believe that you are in lack. Instead of that, I want you to consciously, intentionally move to this new frequency of wealth and abundance that is present into your life and train yourself to stay there. Train yourself to stay there. Now, I'm not saying like you should just go out and buy everything you want and max all your credit cards. No, but I'm saying if there is something specifically you want to invest into, you want to purchase, and you hold back, even though you have money in the bank account, because this is really the frequency game. And people with money in the bank account, they have savings, they still suffer from this lack mentality because they feel like they don't have enough, or they feel like the supply of money is somehow not available, not open for them. And as a result of that, they are not able to call in more money because money likes flow, money likes circulation. And so check with you whenever you're making that decision, the purchase decision, how you're feeling and how you are behaving, because that is a good indicator of what is your right now, what is the frequency you are operating right now. So the frequency of alignment with wealth looks like moving from certainty instead of moving from fear, acting from certainty instead of acting from fear. So let's say you want to purchase something and you feel like it's a bit of stretch. Instead of fearing that this is the bad investment of your life, I want you to tune into the possibility of the best investment, because you know that whenever you spend money, whenever you spend the energy, you also make the money back. I also want you to actually start doing decision based on where you are going instead of where you are right now. Where you're going is the new you, your new identity. If you are actually making decisions from this new identity, you are affirming the new frequency of abundance. Instead of making decisions from your old self that was living in lack and scarcity. And therefore, every time you shift into this frequency, you will see in your outside reality that money will actually come to you. Whenever I shifted into this frequency of abundance, money came. And I can give you an example. I remember the time when I was living in LA, I was actually moving to LA, and there was this beautiful apartment, beautiful luxury apartment in Marina. And back then I couldn't really afford the apartment, but I knew that if I actually allow myself to live in this frequency, I knew I will be able to generate more money and more abundance. So guess what happened? The moment I signed the contract, paid the deposit, I got a new client that was totally covering all the deposit, that was totally covering the first 3 months of my rent. And later my income tripled. Why is that? It was because I said yes to abundance. I said yes to the frequency of wealth, and I consciously step into this frequency without waiting for some sort of outside proof from 3D reality. And as I was stepping into wealth frequency, into abundance frequency, in that moment, I was opening up to abundance enter my life. So as I was giving, I was immediately receiving back. Now, if you want to learn more, I want to invite you to my brand new masterclass called Luxury Consciousness. We're going to dive deeper into this topic and we're going to have fun. You can sign up in description. There's going to be a link, and I will see you in my next video.